proceed?
Your Honor, the prosecution has no further questions of this witness.
Very well. Does the defense wish to cross-examine?
Precisely. Look, in that, I want you to cross-examine this witness. If you don't cross-examine your own son, but you insisted on it, you're prepared to do it. I am not prepared to do what has to be done. I think you know what I mean. Because he's your son.
Gentlemen,
right now.
Are we ready?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Hughes, I believe you mentioned that you currently live by yourself.
That's right.
You were married.
Yes?
Your wife is now dead.
She is.
Before she died, you were divorced, were you not?
No, I was not divorced. And even if I were, that's none of your business.
Continue, Mr. Mount.
Mr. Hughes, I believe you said that you first met Miss Holmes when she had a legal problem and was referred to you. Is that right?
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
And since that time, I believe you said that you saw Miss Holmes occasionally.
That's right.
You became a friend of Miss Holmes. I believe that's right.
I tried my best to be a friend of Miss Holmes, yes.
But you were careful not to be more than that. Is that right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, Mr. Hughes, when you had these occasional visits with Miss Holmes, where did they usually take place?
Various places.
In restaurants, you mean?
Sometimes.
Her home?
Sometimes.
And in your apartment on other occasions, Mr. Hughes?
Now, if you think there's anything wrong by Miss Holmes coming to my apartment.
I don't think there's anything wrong. I didn't suggest that. Bachelors frequently have young ladies visit them in their apartment. I don't suppose Miss Holmes has been the only young lady you've accustomed to having up to your apartment, was she, Mr. Hughes?
Gentlemen.
Look, I'm not going to answer that question.
I don't represent
Mr. Marshall.
you.
I think that question is inappropriate. I'd suggest you ask the witness another question.
All right, Mr. Hughes, I'd just like to clarify a few of the answers you gave to Mr. Freeman's question.
I thought my answers were quite clear.
Now, is my understanding correct that you had no romantic interest in Miss Holmes? Mr. Hughes, would you please answer the question? For the reporter, as you know, can only put down what you say.
I believe that's correct.
You believe that's correct?
All right, no, I didn't.
You didn't have any romantic interest in Miss Holmes. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you never did have any. Is that also correct?
All right.
If Amanda Holmes thought you ever had any romantic interest in her, she was mistaken. Is that correct?
Yes, she was mistaken.
And if she thought that your inviting her to dinner and to visit your apartment meant that you had any romantic interest in her, she was very much mistaken. Was she not?
I believe I answered that.
In fact, your interest in Miss Holmes is only that of a friend.
That's what I said, yes.
Mr. Hughes, do you consider Miss Holmes a special friend of yours?
I don't know what you mean.
Perhaps Miss Holmes didn't know what you meant. Mr. Hughes, you're considerably older than Miss Holmes, aren't you?
What difference does that make?
Well, it's your practice to become a friend to other young girls like Miss Holmes.
Well, look, I don't have to sit here and take these accusations. I'm not on trial.
Aren't you, Mr. Hughes? Perhaps you should be. Now, isn't it true that you led this young girl on, that you smoothly and adroitly persuaded her to have an affair with you and become a special friend of yours?
No, he did not. He didn't. He's good.
No more questions. This court is recessed.
Is there nothing?
Sorry.